The Beaches podcast is going to give you everything you want to know about a beach before you go there. I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to check out our website, www.sandee.com. Without further ado, let's get into the show.
Ever get that itch? You know, the one someplace totally off the grid, like a beach that's practically invisible on a map, untouched, your own little slice of paradise.
I feel you. You're speaking my language. And lucky for you, we're diving deep into a spot that might just make that travel bug go into overdrive. Kiribati.
Kiribati, okay.
Yeah.
You're going to have to help me out on this one. Where is this hidden gem exactly?
All right, so picture this 33 atolls, and I'm talking those picture-perfect coral islands, the ones with the lagoons. They're sprinkled across a giant chunk of the Pacific Ocean. Get this, it's actually bigger than the entire continental U.S.
No way. Bigger than the U.S. That's wild, especially for a place I've honestly never even heard of.
Right, it's amazing.
Okay, but you mentioned beaches. And knowing you, we're not talking about just any beaches. What makes these beaches in Kiribati so special?
Okay, so we are talking next level, pristine, like untouched beauty. Imagine. Sand so white and fine. It's practically sugar, palm trees swaying in this perfect breeze. And the water, oh man, the water is that impossible turquoise you only see in like those super saturated postcards, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, you won't be dodging crowds or anything. No tourist traps here. This is pure raw beauty, the real deal.
Sounds pretty incredible. But off the grid usually means not so easy to get to, right?
Well, let's just say it's definitely more of an adventure than your average vacation. Think less prepackaged tour and more like intrepid explorer charting new territory. But trust me, the journey is part of the reward.
So less margaritas by the pool, more.
More like discovering hidden coves and swimming with, I don't know, maybe some manta rays.
Wait, seriously, manta rays?
Oh, yeah, and maybe even some dolphins while you're at it. Kiribati is home to some seriously incredible marine life.
You had me at beaches, but now you're telling me I might see whales on my trip. Okay, that alone is almost enough to get me booking a flight. But besides the obvious stunning scenery and wildlife encounters, what else makes Kiribati unique?
Right. It's not just a pretty face. We're talking about a place with a deeply rooted culture. Think Polynesian traditions that have been passed down for centuries, like way different from your typical beach town vibes.
Okay, so we're talking, give me the details, I need to know more.
Imagine this. Vibrant dances, music with these incredible rhythms, crafts that'll blow your mind.
Yeah.
You're experiencing a way of life that's like stepping back in time.
Oh, and the people.
Yeah.
They are known for their warmth and hospitality, like truly welcoming.
It's like stepping into a completely different world. Exactly.
Speaking of different worlds, this is where things get a bit more serious, right? I mean, we can't talk about a place like Kiribati without mentioning
Climate change. Yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, you can't really escape it.
Right. It's a huge issue, especially for island nations like Kiribati. What are they doing to cope with the threat of rising sea levels?
Sadly, those rising sea levels and extreme weather, they're a constant threat. And it's heartbreaking because this paradise is literally at risk of disappearing. But here's the thing about the people of Kiribati. They're resilient. They're not just sitting back and waiting for the worst to happen. They are coming up with some really innovative solutions. In fact, did you know they're actually buying land in other countries?
Finally, to relocate.
Yeah, like as a backup plan in case they need to move their entire population. It's a very real possibility they're facing. Talk about a stark reminder of the impact of climate change,
Yeah.
It's happening right now.
Wow. Yeah, that puts things in perspective.
For sure.
It makes you realize that exploring a place like Kiribati comes with a responsibility, too.
100%. It's about being a mindful traveler, respecting the culture, treading lightly on the environment, appreciating the fragility of it all,
Absolutely. So, to recap, incredible beaches, mind-blowing marine life, a culture that's both ancient and incredibly welcoming, and this very real connection to the planet and the impact of climate change. Kiribati really seems to check all the boxes for that off-grid, meaningful getaway.
It really does. And you know what? It makes you think. Just close your eyes for a second and picture yourself there. You're on this tiny island, the vast Pacific all around you. The stars are like, well, they're brighter than you've ever seen them before. And the only sounds you hear are those gentle waves and maybe the wind in the palm trees. It makes you wonder, what would you discover in that silence?
Wow, that image alone is enough to make me want to pack my bags. Thanks for taking us on this deep dive into Kiribati.
Absolutely. It's a truly special place.
Until next time.
Keep exploring.
Thanks for listening to the show, and be sure to tune in next week for your favorite episode about some of the best beaches and beach information in the world.